Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
She was television news icon, becoming the first female evening news anchor, and sadly tonight, Barbara Walters has died at the age of 93.
Known for her hard-hitting interviews from Fidel Castro to Richard Nixon, tonight we look back on her trailblazing career.
Barbara Walters was one of the most fascinating people of any year in the television era.
I know that I've done some important interviews. I know that I have been a part of history.
Was she ever?
Are you sorry you didn't burn the tapes?
Yes, I think so, because they were private conversations.
We read that you are mad.
From murderers
Why did you kill John Lennon?
to movie stars.
Are you a changed man since the illness? Did it affect you very much? Did you mind being thought of as sex? I think that what is important is to have curiosity. Follow that curiosity. I'm a great believer in homework.
Before people revealed all on social media, Barbara Walters was the interviewer to open up the stars.
Does he hit you?
He shakes, he pushes, he swings.
I'm me, and I hope that they think that I'm fair and that I can be penetrating without being a killer. And I am, I hope.
And which interview was her most important?
The first, and at that time, the only, they only did one after interview, that Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin gave.
You are always like this.
She said her 1977 interview with Cuba's Fidel Castro was a news coup.
A man who runs a country? A man who allows no dissent?
Castro didn't make it easy.
Blowing Cohiba, you know, the cigar that he smoked, smoke in my face for 3.5 hours. I didn't mind it. It's a different time.
About 74 million people, the most viewers for a news program, tuned in to see Monica Lewinsky, the White House intern involved with President Clinton.
What will you tell your children when you have them?
Mommy made a big mistake.
She got a reputation for making her interview guests cry.
No, he never got to know.
And you won't feel so big.
After Katharine Hepburn said she felt like an old tree, Walters was cut down by critics for asking this.
What kind of a tree are you?
It didn't take long for Walters to become part of pop culture.
Hello, this is Baba Wawa.
The same network that made fun of her was where she got her big break, NBC's Today Show.
I was not a television suffragette. I kicked the door open because after being there 11 years, I was named the first co-host of a morning program.
But she was not permitted by her co-host to ask a question until he posed 3.
Harry Reasoner. Barbara Walters.
It got worse when Walters, to the surprise of many, was named the first female co-anchor of a network evening newscast.
I've kept time on your stories and mine tonight. You owe me 4 minutes.
She later described it as drowning without a life preserver.
The Barbara Walters Special.
The specials saved my life. Good evening, I'm Barbara Walters.
And launched a legendary career at ABC, capped by creating and co-hosting The View.
When did you first learn about sex? Well, I didn't learn about sex until I started to do this show, and now I know more about sex than I ever wanted to know. The chemistry of it, and the fact that it's live, that it's outrageous, that you never know what you're going to hear.
When she left The View and ABC, they named a building in her honor, a lasting monument for a woman who changed TV.
I'm so proud of the women today. There are so many of them that are wonderful. That's my legacy.
Right, and we will have much more on the life and legacy of Barbara Walters on the news tomorrow morning, starting at 6 a.m. All right. Well, it is looking like a mild and wet end to 2022. Temperatures still hovering right around 50 degrees.
Our Kim Adams has been tracking those showers on Exact Track 4D radar. And Kim, a lot of people wondering what we should expect for the holiday weekend.
Well, we're starting out with wet roadways tonight, but the temperatures are going to stay above freezing, so we don't have to worry about ice, but it is starting to add up a little bit on the freeways, especially in the outer lanes, so you do have to worry about hydroplaning if you're traveling tonight. 47 at Metro, 44 in Howell, 48 in Port Huron, 46 in Monroe. As you look at these temperatures, keep in mind our normal high for this time of year is 34. That's how mild we are right now. And we have widespread rain showers across the area. I'm going to zoom in, though, on the heaviest amounts right now, right around 23 Mile and Gratiot Avenue, Chesterfield, New Baltimore, New Haven, Macomb, Ray Township, all getting some fairly heavy rainfall at this hour. And that rain is going to continue overnight tonight and through the first half of tomorrow. But temperatures are on the warm side. 45 in Pontiac, upper 40s in Mount Clemens and Port Huron, 50 at City Airport. Daytime tomorrow, well, we'll get rain through the first half of the day, but then we do dry out just in time for those New Year's Eve celebrations. I'll have your forecast for 2023. Could it include a 60-degree day? We'll talk about it coming up.
A Detroit family mourning tonight after a beloved wife and mother is shot and killed at a store near Rosedale Park.
Killer was caught on surveillance video but remains on the loose tonight. Mara McDonald is live at Detroit Police Headquarters, and Mara, even Chief White is asking for help on this case, describing Tracy Golden as the best of us.
That's right, Kimberly. And you know, all this woman wanted to do was get some juice at a corner store. She came out and was shot and killed for her SUV. Let me show you the surveillance video. The first thing anybody noticed about Tracy Golden was that smile. Some people just sparkle. That was Tracy, a wife, respiratory therapist, and head union steward at Sinai Grace Hospital. Doctors and nurses couldn't believe it was Tracy rushed to the ER with a gunshot wound to her abdomen.
That's what the doctors and nurses were saying when I arrived at the hospital, that they automatically saw it was Tracy, that they were rushing into surgery.
Surveillance cameras outside the store on Outer Drive in Grand River capture the moment Tracy walks out on Wednesday. Now, look at the man who sees her and walks right at her. You can see him pull out the gun. He shot her, rifled through her pockets, and took off with her Dodge Journey. All of this pain the Golden family is suffering because this man wanted to steal her SUV.
Not for a Dodge Journey. She would have gave up the keys, the wallet, anything.
Tracy drove a 2018 gray Dodge Journey, license plate DYN 1663. Police are still looking for it and the shooter.
We need all the help we can get.
Back here live, the chief making it very clear, not only are they looking for the shooter in this case, anybody who helps this man, who hides this man, they'll be charged as well. We're live at Detroit Police Headquarters tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Awful, just awful. Okay, Mara, thanks.
A big drug bust in Warren, all caught on camera, leading to 8 arrests. Our Jacqueline Francis is live at the Warren Police Department tonight with more on what the commissioner is saying about those arrests that were made.
The police commissioner says that it was community tips that led to this drug bust. Officers recovering large amounts of fentanyl and crack cocaine. Take a look.
Southbound Shaner coming through Harold.
It's the action-packed video put out by Warren Police.
Dispatch subjects known to carry weapons and drugs.
It all started when police got a tip from the community about a drug deal involving 2 vehicles near 10 Mile and Hoover.
Coming up to 10 Mile.
One car stopped, but the other fled.
Troop 2, we just got eyes on.
Michigan State Police put their helicopter, Trooper 2, in the air to help track the vehicle.
Coming up to Chalmers. Accident at Chalmers.
That eventually crashed in Detroit.
Chalmers just south of Whittier's.
Keep your hands up! On the ground, officers arrested the driver. Drugs found in the cars led to searches at 2 homes.
Unlock the door.
There, methamphetamine, fentanyl, crack cocaine, and manufacturing materials were found, along with thousands of dollars in cash.
Single occupant is in custody if anybody wants to slow down a bit.
Warren Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer touting the success of the operation and the tipster program that led to the arrests.
No one wants to live next to a dope house or drug dealer, and we have a program called PAID. That's People Against Illegal Drugs. and we offer a $500 reward for information leading to the arrest of drug-related seizures.
A total of 8 people were arrested, 5 of them now facing felony drug charges. Reporting live in Warren, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
This time tomorrow night, we'll know whether the University of Michigan will be playing for a national championship. With kickoff now less than 12 hours away, U of M fans have been invading Arizona.
Hobie Artig is live in Scottsdale. Hobie, tell us more about the feeling out there right now before the big game.
Well, the sun has gone down here in Arizona, but tomorrow we'll find out if Michigan can rise to the occasion in the Fiesta Bowl. But one thing is for sure, they'll have a lot of support behind them. Thousands of Wolverine fans coming here to Arizona to cheer on their team. And, of course, Jim Harbaugh leading the way. The party is officially on at the Fiesta Bowl as Maize and Blue begins to take over Arizona. Hundreds of Michigan fans gathering for a pep rally in Scottsdale, doing their part to will the Wolverines to a win on Saturday.
This is Michigan, man. This is my Michigan blue. This is my go-to-game blue. It's like, go blue, you got to look the part, right?
It's been awesome. It's been so exciting. It's bringing back all those memories.
It's already been a memorable season at 13-0, and at the heart of it all, a head coach turning things around.
Every year, my friends ask me, you still in on Jim Harbaugh? You want him to go? It's like, nope, I want him here forever.
And this culture is really what is the foundation for what they've been able to do on the field.
Jim Harbaugh is having quite a 2-year stretch, beating Ohio State twice and bringing his team back to the national semifinal. A successful run, but the head coach quick to credit his whole team.
Had some great little league teams that I was on, a high school team, college team, pro teams. This is right up there with all the best. None better. It's been that enjoyable.
Harbaugh's Wolverines are a win away from playing for a national title, motivated by last year's playoff loss.
Play as hard as you can, as fast as you can, as long as you can, and don't worry.
A confident coach and optimistic fan base, wanting this undefeated run to keep going.
You can't do any better than what he's done, right? I mean, come on, 13-0, you can't do better than that. And it's an amazing turnaround for the whole program.
Shocking, you can. It's called 15-0.
No, it was 13-0 so far.
A lot of fans hoping that Michigan can continue this perfect run that they're on this season. TCU, on the other hand, they're trying to avenge their lone loss of the season. That came in the Big 12 championship game, the last game that they played in. We'll take a closer look at both of these teams coming up a little bit later in sports as the strength of the Wolverines clashes with the speed of the Horned Frogs tomorrow afternoon here in the Fiesta Bowl. We're live tonight in Arizona. Hobie Artig, Local 4.
Hobie, I like your confidence in that correction there. Let's just start singing Hail to the Victors now. Thank you.
Love it, Hobie.
All right, $685 million is up for grabs tonight in the Mega Million jackpot with a cash option of $347 million.
So now it's time to check those tickets. Tonight's numbers: 1, 3, 6, 44, 51, and the mega ball is 7. Good luck. All right. Still ahead, new details emerging about the suspect in custody for the murders of 4 Idaho college students.
The FBI had been tracking him for days in Pennsylvania, the piece of evidence that led the feds to him.
This missing Michigan mother of 8 has been missing for 3 weeks. What police are now doing in an effort to bring her home.